Once your students have started to take the SLO exam, you're going to want to check on their results. Once again, I'm logging into My Southwest. I've entered my username and password. I'm logging in. So this is going to be difficult for me to show because this is the live system and the students have not yet begun to complete the exam because it's not open until December 1st. So, and today is November 28th. Do I want to view only the web page content that was delivered securely? No. Read that question carefully. It's different on the computers. Remember that you'll look in your quick launch bar. You will only have a single SLO icon. It will say faculty. You should click it. I'm going to make this window full size. And once again, I will see Fall 2010. I will see that I'm the instructor, and I'll click on the number under Section List. Now, up until this time, we have always clicked on a CRN number that's in this CRN column. Now, since the exam has begun, the students are out there taking it, I am going to click List, which is in the report column. Here I can see a lot of information. I see the student's name, I see their student ID, when they would have started and finished the exam, and the duration. Let me remind you that the duration is important because if a student successfully entered the page that shows the exam questions, then the exam has been compromised in a certain sense. They've had exposure to it, and hopefully they've gotten a chance to take the exam and complete it. But if you see 30 seconds or a minute here, it could mean that there was some confusion, and at that point you can work with that student in terms of their grade. However, they cannot retake the exam in the actual SLO system. You will see the number of questions they answered correctly, the number of questions they answered incorrectly. Students are not allowed to submit the exam without answering all the questions. If you see that questions were not attempted, then this would indicate that somehow the browser was closed, the internet connection was dropped, or that some other problem, maybe they used their browser's back button. In some way, the exam was exited not through normal channels. Okay, so you can see the students and and how they're doing in real time. So if you are letting your students take the exam over a weekend or any time between December 1st and 15th, you may want to check their progress. You may want to email those students who have not yet completed the exam. Okay, and you could check that for each class section. Now, once again, I can return to the section listing. See how I'm clicking up here, section listing. And I could view how students are doing in another section. I'm sorry I cannot show you real data at this time, but I think you can understand that this is just going to show their progress in that. Okay, so I notice these are what they call breadcrumbs up here, and I can click all the way back to the instructor menu. How did I enter this? I logged into My Southwest. I clicked on the SLO icon. I've clicked on section list. This has always been our process. Under CRN is where I configure. I'm not interested in doing that. If you're interested in the report, go under the reporting area. And this is where, again, we encourage you to encourage your students to take this exam seriously, and this is where if your students answered 13 out of 15 questions successfully, perhaps you give them 13 points, or perhaps that makes them eligible for certain bonus points, or whatever system you set up in your particular class. Okay, so this is where now you can translate this into a grade for your students, and again, it encourages them to take this exam seriously. When you're done, once again, here's the logout. I can close this browser window, and don't forget to log out of My Southwest. Thank you very much, and I hope these review videos have been helpful for you, and we just appreciate so much everything that you do. I'm having trouble I'm having trouble ending the video. There it is. Okay, thank you so much.